What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for SoFi Technologies with the ticker symbol SOFI. I will first go over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So let's do a market structure update for SoFi. It looks like it broke outside of the range highs, which was previously at the $8 level, and there was strong support right around this 480 level. So then prices broke outside of the range, and currently it looks like it's unable to get back inside of it, so that might be a very bullish sign. So you can see that we had this trend up higher, and we could come back to retest the prior high right here. It's a maybe, especially because you can see that normally when we break a channel we get usually two attempts in that direction. So right now we saw one attempt higher. At the same time, sellers are trying multiple times to come back inside this range. So this was one attempt from the sellers to come back in the range. We bounced from the highs of the range and the EMA, and also it looks like we could be in the formation the second attempt, but the second attempt could fail because we just bounced from the support. So this looks like it could be potential support now instead of resistance. So if we see prices maybe do a higher low, that would be probably the setup, a potential setup for higher prices, because we could still reach that lower price level. So just because we bounce off this level doesn't mean it's guaranteed we're going to go higher. We could just bounce off of it a little bit and then, trap longs and dump lower. But if we bounce off of it and we try to go down once and then we do a higher low, meaning this low right here is higher than the previous one, and that might be the thing that traders are looking for, the potential pattern. So right now, is it likely we go higher or lower? I'd say it's about 50-50. You can see that prices had this huge leg up right here. This is the second leg up, so we're still kind of near this measure move target. So that's something to keep an eye on. And also, we could come back inside this range. I mean, the range is a very strong. The range has a very strong force to it. So we could come back inside of it, especially because this is only the second attempt to get inside of it. So we saw one attempt, this is a second attempt, and it's not complete yet. So we'll see what it does. But as right now, if we see that second attempt that fails and we get a higher low, that would be very good for higher price targets, because the next target would be doubling the range, and that would take us right to the low $11 level. So that would be the next target if prices do want to continue to trend up higher and higher. So let's see if that occurs. Right now, prices did break outside of the range. The sellers are trying to bring it back in the range. It looks like they're failing. If they continue to fail, we might just reverse higher, probably to retest the highs of this channel at the $10 level and probably even the low $11 level. So that's everything I see on the daily chart. Now let's take a look at the weekly chart. So basically, we'll just see how it develops. Not every time you look at a chart, it's going to be like, oh, 95% sure we're going to go higher. Sometimes, it is 50-50. Sometimes it is 95-5, maybe 80-20. It just depends on what tools you use and what weight you want to give to those tools. For example, if you're in a strong trend, that's like a 95% chance we're going to continue higher. I mean, you don't want to even look for, the opposite trade, because the trend will last a very long time, and especially if it's strong. So in this case, it's about 50-50. I don't really see any strong imbalance going on. So we'll just see what happens after more data is on the chart. So again, this is the range that prices was stuck inside of for about a year. Finally broke outside of it. We came back to test near the IPO price right about here. Found a little bit of resistance, and now we're kind of just staying above the top of the range. So just waiting for more information, if we're gonna more confirmation if we're gonna stay outside of this range or we're gonna fail back inside of it. Right now, it looks like it could turn into a successful breakout, but just as easily it can turn into a fail breakout. So we'll have to just wait and see. But like I said before, if we see those two attempts down and then a higher low, there's a good chance prices want to go higher. If we see those two attempts down that go back in the range, there's a good chance it might fail and we could see lower prices. So that's all I have for SoFi on the daily and weekly charts. Maybe if it's a successful breakout, we can even come back down to this $14 level, because that was the very strong support in the past. That looks like prices maybe want to test in the future. So that's all I have for SoFi on the daily and weekly charts, and I'll give you guys an update next week, Tuesday. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time. The Vee Trades technical analysis course is now live. Learn to read the chart the right way to prevent costly mistakes Click the link below to start training now.